What is up, guys? Delboy here. Apologies for the voice, a little bit coldy, not feeling the best, but thought I'd talk about this bit of news. The WBA have ordered the fight between Jorge Linares and Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is obviously the WBA lightweight #1 contender. He defeated Darlis Perez on the undercard of Anthony Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko back in April, and it's looking likely we're going to hear news on this fight very shortly. The WBA have said that both parties have 30 days from the 21st of July to reach an agreement. Otherwise, I believe this will go to purse bids. But yeah, good bit of news. I think it's a good fight. It's relatively high profile. I think it will sell out in the UK. I presume this fight will be in the UK. I would imagine that both parties will reach an agreement before a potential purse bid. Jorge Linares has fought 3 times in the United Kingdom, and from by all accounts, he seems like he's got paid quite well each time, and I'm sure he'll be willing to come over again. You know, it will do big numbers on Sky, I'd imagine. It would sell out if it's in Hull, for example, where Luke Campbell's from. That'll do big numbers. I recall them having when Luke Campbell fought Tommy Coyle, he fought him in an outdoor stadium. So if they get Jorge Linares over to Hull in a world title fight, then it definitely does big numbers in terms of the live gate. Obviously, it wouldn't be on pay-per-view, but regardless of that, it's still a big fight. It still does big numbers, and it will definitely sell. But my thoughts on the fight, I have to say, I've never been sold on Luke Campbell. He's a good technician. He's got relatively fast hands. He's a big lightweight. But I do question his toughness at the highest level. We saw against Yvanis Mendy, he kind of got bullied in that fight, and Mendy was a smaller guy, and Campbell got dropped. He was getting pushed back by Mendy, who was like a pressure fighter with good boxing ability, and he never really had an answer that night. According to reports, he did struggle to make the weight that night, but regardless, he didn't look good at all, and he couldn't cope with the pressure that Mendy was putting him on, and he looked really uncomfortable at times, and he definitely got hurt a few times as well. So I question if somebody puts it on Luke Campbell, how he's going to react. That's one of my big concerns for him, and his chin also, because he also got dropped against Argenis Mendes. I'm not sure how good Luke Campbell's chin is. And Jorge Linares, he himself is vulnerable, but he's much more experienced. He's proved in recent fights that he seems to be almost in his prime. You know, he seems to be performing as good as he's ever done, really. So I don't worry that much for Jorge Linares in this fight, but I do have my concerns about Luke Campbell in this fight. I think obviously Linares is definitely going to be the biggest puncher Campbell's fought, so I question whether he can see the final bell. I think he will obviously make it competitive, because like I said, he's got good skills, he's got quick hands, he's big for the weight, Olympic gold medalist. He's going to make it competitive, but I just feel he'll be outlasted by Jorge Linares. But it's not been made yet. Let's hope it does get made, because ultimately, you know, more of these fights the better. What do you guys think? Peace.